Hello, my name is Carolyn Chapman, and today I've decided I'm going to start a new channel. But I'm not going to start just one new channel. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and start 2 new channels. The first channel is going to be on homesteading. So I'm going to attempt to start homesteading in my little urban environment of my home. Let's let the girls out for a few minutes. And the second channel is going to be me documenting that journey of homesteading, the behind the scenes of what does it take to be a YouTuber and creating behind the scenes content for that channel. I think it's going to be something interesting. I don't know if it'll take off. I don't know if anybody will be interested in it, but I'm just going to have fun and try. Why don't you join me on this journey? So the original name for my channel was going to be CC's Urban Homesteading, CC for Carolyn Chapman, but I don't really like the CC part of it because it would assume that my name is CC, and I don't look like a CC. So I decided I was going to try to look for different names for my channel, like what can I call this channel, and guess what? Like everybody else in the world, we took it to AI, and so I just typed into AI, I want to create a channel. My name is Carolyn. I'm in the DFW metro area and it's going to be on homesteading. What suggestions do you have? AI gave me 2 very good suggestions. It gave me a lot, but the top 2 were the Chapman Homestead and the other one was Chapman's Metrosted. AI describes the Chapman Homestead as the overall strongest channel name. It's timeless and it's clear, and it allows flexibility in the future. So whether the content stays with homesteading in the suburbs or expands to being out in the more rural areas, this channel name goes with growth or change in the future. The Chapman's Metrosted, it describes it as clever and modern, and it clearly signals for urban/suburban homesteading, which is for a more niche audience, right? So it's gonna stand out more in search results, it feels more intentional, and it's more differentiated. So it's really more specific to what I am right now as someone who's trying to homestead within the suburbs. I like both of the channel names a lot. I like the flexibility of the Chapman Homestead, but I like the niche that is Chapman's Metrosted, because that's where I am right now, and that's kind of what the content of this channel is going to be about for quite a long time. I'm not planning on going anywhere. This is, I'm in my, what I consider my forever home right now, but I don't know what the future is going to hold. So I do like the idea of having flexibility, but I really like the more niche name. It really calls out to me. So which one am I going to go with? Oh, I think I'm going to go with the Metrosted, Chapman's Metrosted. And the reason is because that's where I am here now.
Let's recap the first week of working on this YouTube channel. We're gonna chat while I do my makeup because I do have to record a couple videos for the other channel, and so I can just give you a quick update while I'm doing my makeup. This week was spent a lot doing research on YouTube in general. I spent a lot of time watching videos on understanding YouTube. So things that I watched was how to start a YouTube channel, what to expect for the first year of being on YouTube. I watched a lot of videos on content on other people's experience on the first year of being on YouTube. A lot of information on the background stuff, a lot of content and information on how to edit videos, different video editing apps. The one I've been working with is Clipchamp. I found it to be the easiest to start with and user-friendly for a beginner YouTuber. But I think I'm gonna be moving over to DaVinci Resolve in the future based on the feedback that I've gotten from different YouTube videos on the different features that DaVinci Resolve offers. It's just got more free features that I can use, and at this point I'm not ready to pay for a software, but maybe in the future I might. So for now, Clipchamp, possibly DaVinci Resolve in the future. I also watched a lot of content on actual recordings of videos. using my phone, the way to structure my videos, the formatting to use, the different ways to set up a tripod. All of those were also good information that I was able to use and incorporate in videos that I'm going to be using in the future. I watched content on how to record videos using iPhone. Right now I just have an iPhone and that's the only tool I'm going to use for recording videos. And so I was watching a lot of content on how to use your iPhone, how to maximize your iPhone for video recording usage and minimal editing in the background. Two of the YouTube channels that I found the most helpful during this first week of creating content or researching YouTube was Modern Millie and Katie Steckley. The information that they provided on their channels really helped me to understand what I'm getting myself into, really helped me to structure my week, my year for creating content and making sure that I'm setting myself up for success. Modern Millie provided a lot of information for really how to get yourself organized, and those videos really helped me a lot. Katie Steckley, her videos was more on how to actually create content. So how to record yourself using your camera and using the tripod and the equipment you have, editing videos with the different editing software tools. Those were the two content creators that really stuck out to me, that really provided the most knowledge for me to start creating and actually putting together videos. The first few videos that I created, I used Clipchamp. It's very user-friendly for beginners. I really enjoyed working with it. It was easy to put together my very first video. I'm not going to use that very first video, but it was really a stepping stone on just getting something created. DaVinci Resolve sounds like a good one to grow into. So for now, I'm going to continue using Clipchamp just because I was able to get my very first videos created, and it's user-friendly and it can just give me momentum, give me that confidence to keep going. Eventually, I do want to move into DaVinci Resolve, where it has more features that I can explore and that I can have fun with in editing and putting together just fun effects that will make my videos more interesting. So how much recording did I do this first week? Oh boy, did I do a lot. I recorded 205 clips. Not all of those were going to be used. A lot of them were just bloopers. A lot of it is B-rolls so that I can put over voiceovers. A lot of it is going to be deleted. So 205 clips, week one of YouTube editing. I don't know if that's too much, too little, but your videos are considered your assets. So those are information or clips that you're going to use in the future. I'm going to store them. I might be able to use them, I might not, but really I'm just going to keep it all and see where I can incorporate some of those clips and where I can maybe just delete some of them when I'm doing my organization and my cleanup. How much did I spend on equipment this first week? Well, to start off with, I had to get a couple of items. I was trying to use what I had available to myself right now, so I didn't want to go and start investing a lot of money on equipment, but I did have to pick up some items. So this first week I spent $158 on items that I felt were absolutely necessary. I got a tripod to hold the camera. I got external storage because my phone can't hold all of the videos that I'm planning to record. And it will help me make sure that I'm not bogging down my laptop as well with too much footage. Again, with 205 clips recorded the first week, that's a lot of memory that's going to be stored. So I want to make sure that I'm moving that somewhere where I can keep it and save it, and it will be available to me in the future. I got a microphone. One of the important things that they said in all my YouTube research was that the audio is one of the first, or bad audio is one of the first reasons people click out of videos. So I did invest in a microphone, and I got some planner inserts to help me stay organized. One of the most important things I think for this journey for me is going to be staying organized and putting myself on a schedule so that I can continue to create content on a regular basis, meaning recording clips and putting it all together. And the goal is to put one video out a week. And so by putting myself on a schedule, keeping it documented somewhere where I can keep myself accountable will help me to stay organized and keep me from becoming super overwhelmed. So let's talk about my schedule now that I have this YouTube channel work. I work my 9 to 5 still. So I sign in at work at 7:30 in the morning and I sign off at 5. Immediately after work, I gotta get started on dinner, which is about an hour. So I start my YouTube work around 6:30 in the evenings. I also have a 30-minute lunch, and that's right in the middle of the day when the sun is the best. So I do try to take that 30 minutes lunchtime to record some kind of footage for the channel just because of the lighting. I do have a very strict workout schedule. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and either Saturday or Sunday, I do strength training. So those days, for the weekday, Monday and Wednesday, I do not do any YouTube work after because I don't want to be distracted and I don't want to be too tired to put in the energy that I need to get a good workout in. But the remainder of the days, those are the days that I'm doing additional YouTube content for the evening times. And a lot of that is, this week, a lot of that has been spent researching and watching a lot of videos on understanding YouTube. And I did put a lot of time into creating 2 intro videos this week as well. But my schedule right now is really working around 1, my day job, and 2, my strength training workouts. So what have I actually gotten done this week for my channel? I did create 2 intro videos as tester videos. None of the 2 I'm going to release. I like them, but I think they could be better. And I know this is one of the things that they talked about on the channels, when I was doing my research, is just get stuff out there, constantly get stuff out there. It's never going to be perfect, and I get that, but I also don't want to put out work that's not the best quality, knowing that I could do better. The first one was like this one, where I was sitting and just chatting to the camera on introducing my channel and why I'm taking the journey that I'm taking on homesteading. The other one was with me actually preparing dinner and talking about the same stuff. So I'm not, it's just not a head talking shot. It's actually more movement in the video. So it's not to me, it's not as boring as having somebody sit and talk. The third type that I'm going to do is more cinematic, and this one I'm more excited about because I think it really will engage the audience more, where I'm putting in a lot of B-roll, I'm talking, I'm drawing people in with the cinematic aspect, and that's, to me, is the fun part of being a creator, a content creator. It's really enjoying putting together fun videos that your audience is going to enjoy, and not just listening to you talk, even though this one is a video of listening to me talk. But that's going to be the next intro video. And so from there, I'm going to share that with my closest family and friends and see what they think. And the one that they like the most is going to be the one that I use for the very first video on my channel. So emotionally, how was week 1? It was both ends of the scale. I started off on a high, of course, very excited, very motivated, as everybody does on a new journey. Come Thursday night, I was thoroughly overwhelmed and frustrated with myself. And part of that is, of course, my perfectionism. I am trying to put out a perfect product, and I know that there is no perfect product. But then, I talked to my husband, and he's my best cheerleader right now. So by, Friday morning, I was back up to tackling this challenge again. And I know I'm going to go through those ups and downs emotionally through this whole journey. And it's really just making sure that I'm leaning into the people that are around me for that support, for that encouragement, and knowing that it's not ever going to be perfect, that this is a journey that I'm going on, a long journey, and it's going to be a roller coaster of a ride. So I've recognized that I really need to give myself some grace and really just enjoy doing this process. Not everybody gets this opportunity, and so I'm going to take on this opportunity and enjoy it as much as I can. What are my goals that I've set? My goals right now are really just scheduling goals, is making sure that I'm creating the content videos on the days that I've assigned myself to create them. So on the days that I'm not doing my strength training, making sure that I'm recording at least 2 videos on those days, making sure that I'm creating my thumbnails. Every Friday evening, it's create thumbnail day. And then Saturdays and Sundays, when I have a little bit more time, it's editing videos and putting them together. So my goal is to stick to my schedule and not miss any of those tasks. My main goal, my biggest goal right now, other than my weekly goal, is to have my first video posted live by March 1st. And that video is, of course, going to be the intro video, but it's going to be followed up by already having at least 3 to 4 other videos in the queue to be ready to release weekly after that first one. So that's my goal, is to be able to post that first video, but I can't post that first video until I have the remaining 3 to 4 additional videos ready to go as well. Because I don't want to stress myself out trying to create a video for the following week during that previous week. It's just gonna be too hard, especially with the 9-to-5 job that I have. I don't wanna put that much pressure on myself, and I don't wanna get to the point where I'm so overwhelmed that I have to give it up. And so that's the goal. Let's talk about AI. I created my first video for my channel, my intro, and I ended up going to AI to see how I should format the video. And the direction that AI ended up giving me was completely different from my original format. So my original video, I started with me talking about what I wanted to do with the channel, introducing myself, introducing the topic, and what to expect in future videos. And then I started to put all my information into AI to try to get thumbnails and to try to get more clarity on the direction. And the information that AI gave me actually took me in a different direction. So instead of having a video where there's clear guidance, instead it's taken me where it's more open-ended. It leaves the viewer with more questions, and it leaves me with more freedom to kind of put together the direction of this journey. So with my first video, I was saying I was going to do this, this, and this. But the direction that AI gave me was, instead, let's leave it open. Let's go out and make a video, and let's feel where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Let's not make a plan right away. Let's leave it open. And it was more cinematic, and I really like that. I really like that idea. I just struggled because I felt like I wasn't giving the channel clear direction, and I might lose viewers with that kind of an option. So I'm trying to decide, how do I combine the two? The flexibility that AI is suggesting I do with the openness, letting viewers have questions, more questions than answers, to draw them back in, while still having clear direction for those viewers that want to know, exactly what they're getting into. I do like the feedback that I'm getting from AI. I think it's helping me with my channel. It's giving me more of an insight that I wouldn't have otherwise. I kind of like the cinematic aspect of what AI is driving me to do. I also like the openness and the flexibility and the freedom of not giving clear direction. That way, in the future, I can kind of weave my story and my journey whichever way that I want, without really throwing the viewers off. So I'm gonna try to make my 4th intro attempt kind of combining the two. So what I want with more clarity, but with what AI is suggesting, more cinematic and more open.
My week 1 milestone was actually doing something. When I decide to take on a new journey or try something new, I spend so much time just doing research on that topic or whatever it is that I want to try. I don't really jump in and do anything until I've filled my head with enough information to have the confidence to do it. So I'm really proud of myself that I didn't spend 3 to 4 weeks just doing research on YouTube before trying to do something. This week I did get in front of the camera and I did record items. I did jump into an editing app and start editing videos and putting content together. So I'm very happy that I took action this very first week, once I had made the decision that I was going to do a YouTube channel. The things that I'm looking forward to for next week is really putting together a formal structure for my channel. I'm still debating on how I want to put together my content, how I want to structure my videos. I'm really torn between the two different styles that I've done so far, and I'm really struggling on how to combine those two styles. So the raw vlog footage with the cinematic side of things. This upcoming week, I want to focus on really finding a solid structure that I'm going to move into for all of my videos that are going to follow. Thank you for the privilege of your time, and I will see you next week for the weekly recap.